Hey traders, welcome back. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy, and in today's training, we're going to be going through a technical and fundamental approach of GBPJPY. I'm going to give you a strategy of how to approach the market going into the week and telling you how to find your unique advantage, whether you're a scalper, an intraday trader, or a swing trader. So let's go ahead and hop right in. Do me a favor and smash that like button. Make sure that you subscribe and also turn on the notification bell if you're new here, and let's go ahead and hop right in. All right, guys, so one of the things that I like to do when starting out with my analysis, I always like to start on the higher time frame. Now, I scalp and I also do swing trading as well. So I like to swing and I like to hold a little bit of scalps in between or do some scalping in between. And that really helps me to maximize my profits. So I'm starting out on the monthly of GJ, and I'm just going to kind of show you what I think, how I think, and walk you through how I develop a directional bias and how I want to trade in the market. So as you can see, I'm on the monthly, and previously, so back in early 2016, we were in a downtrend. Price gave us a correction, and then we continued to dip lower. We came and retested our 2016 low. Here we are in 2020, and ever since then, the price has been rising. So we've been recovering from the pandemic low, and we've been on a rise. So now you can see right now, based on where the price is, we have a bullish structure, which means that we have an uptrend. So we have a market that is giving us higher highs and also higher lows. I see that this is my monthly high right about here. And if we kind of scroll out, I can see that this was also a reversal zone on the monthly. So it was a very strong support area where the price reversed from, and it was also resistance as well. So keeping that in mind, I always like to know where is my monthly high or my weekly high, my weekly low. And those are where we can find some of our strongest technical levels to trade from. Moving down to the weekly, now you can see that very clearly. I can see my weekly high, which is here. So this is my weekly high, and this is my weekly low. So I'm just going to clone this, and here is my weekly low. Okay. So notice that where that weekly low is, we formed support. We also had resistance, and we had resistance multiple times. So this is a key area that the market is respecting and has reversed from multiple times. So if we are, for example, an intraday trader, swing trader, then we would be wanting to buy because we see that our advantage is with the market trending to the upside right now. So we have an uptrend on the monthly, we have an uptrend on the weekly, and now let's move down to the daily. Now I like to trade off the daily time frame. Here is our trend here on the daily. So notice that we mark these levels on the higher time frame and look at the turning points on the daily. So notice that this is our daily support, daily support. This is an area now, so this is why I have this rectangle drawn. So we have resistance. We also have resistance in the area, and we can just kind of continue to scroll out to see how the market has pretty much respected or either rejected the area. So I do believe that you can see recently, this is an area where we came and we broke low. We came and we retested within the zone. We broke a little bit lower. We had an overextended W formation pattern, and then price broke the neckline of this area, continued higher, but watch when it came back how it retested that same area and moved higher, and then look where it came back again and retested and rejected off of it. So considering that, we can see that this is an area of value that the market is respecting. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is mark this as my support zone, and this is how I would approach it this week. So let's go ahead and fix that. So this will be our support. So support. And then we're going to go ahead and mark our resistance zone as well. So this would be our resistance. And the reason why we want to focus on this resistance area is because you can see before this swing here. So notice this swing right here. This was actually our weekly high. And look how much the market moved down from that area, but also look below it. We also had resistance here. So in my opinion, this would be a minor resistance level for me anyway, because if you kind of continue to scroll left, so look, if we go on the weekly, for example, you can see we broke above these previous highs. We formed a new high here. And if we go to the monthly, right where we are rejecting within this area, it was a strong area of support. And we also wicked within this area too as resistance and support. So this is a very strong area that the market has already retested previously, and we want to be mindful of that. So instead, I would be looking to short, if say for example, if the price rises and we get a retest back into this zone, if I decided to short from this area, it's going to be a counter trend trade. Now going into the week, here's the opportunity. Ever since last week on Friday, the market has already moved from our area of value. So we actually called a trade in our academy for our students right off of this support zone. We got a clean buy right off of this support. And if you follow us on TradingView, you also took advantage of this as well. So now it makes sense that we should be buying because we have a market that is giving us higher highs and higher lows. So look, we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, we have a higher high, we have a higher low, we have a higher high, and now price has given us another low, but it didn't break below the previous low. So in this case, we still have an uptrend structure and we want to be looking for buys. So what I would be planning for going into the week is if we were so happen to get a pullback, so if the price does pull back at least to about 100 pips or halfway within the zone. So I would say even to about right here at, let's see where that price is. So I would say anywhere from about 165.29 or 30 to about 165.72 or so. We might get a pullback, but we might get a breakout of continuation to the upside. So if you are a breakout trader, I would be looking for a breakout on the lower time frame. And I would take it to, now let's look at this a little bit closely. So where is the price going to? You can see that the next reversal area is right here. So right here. So notice that this is an area where the price came and paused and it turned around several times and went to the upside. So look at these little candles here. Look how the market pushed up and then look how it came back and look how it pushed up again. So I predict, let's see how many pips that is away. So from where price is right now to about this area, that's another 100 pips. So going into the week, what you could do is be monitoring that area. For example, on the lower time frame, you could be looking for an opportunity to short if you want from that reversal zone. And I'm going to show you what that would look like on the lower time frame. But my approach preferably is to be buying because we have an uptrend on the daily. So if we do get a retest back into the zone, I'm going to be looking to go long again as long as we don't break below these daily lows here. So as long as we don't break below these daily lows, then I'm going to be buying all day long. Now I can short this pair as well. So if I move down to the 8-hour, notice here on the 8-hour, this is pretty, I'm going to go ahead and delete all these drawings and let's just kind of map it out again. So notice on the 8-hour, I have a downtrend. Now I had an uptrend on the daily, but on the 8-hour and the 4-hour, I'm going to have a downtrend. So if you are an intraday trader, for example, or a scalper, here's your area of opportunity. So you can see that this is a reversal zone. Look how many times the market came to that area and reversed. And if you have a downtrend on the 4-hour, you're going to be looking for a correction or a pullback back into this zone. So notice that if I put my 50 period moving average, I like to use this for confluence. I can also see that my 50 period moving average is right aligned somewhere below or above the zone. So as long as price stays within this area, we get a rejection off of this area. You look for your entry confirmation. And if it's there, then you will take the trade. Okay. Now I could even bring this a little bit higher because look here, look how where my 50 period moving average is. Look how it aligns with this zone right here, which is also a strong turning point in the market. You see that? So if the price does come to this area, what I would do is mark an alert at 167.75 or 7. You can even put it at 167.70. Once you get that alert, you're going to look for your entry confirmation. So this will be your resistance on the 4-hour, and you're going to look for your entry confirmation. Okay. And if you don't have confirmation, you don't enter the trade. So remember, we have an uptrend on the daily, so you have to be really careful. But from where price is to this zone, that's about 90 pips. So I do think that the market is going to reverse once it gets to this area. We'll probably see it push back down, maybe retest somewhere around 166.21 or so. And then I expect for it to continue higher and eventually get back to this resistance at 169.52. So that's a lot. Going into the week, I've explained your area of opportunity. Ideally, you want to be buying with the daily trend. So if we get a pullback, then we will be looking for opportunities to buy off of that daily support. So let's just kind of highlight it really quickly one more time. I'm going to go to the daily. Let's take off this moving average and notice here, this is our daily support. And it was also previous daily resistance. Okay. That's our support zone. So if we get a retest back into that area on the lower time frame, we want to be buying. You see that? Here is our uptrend structure on the 8 hour, also on the 4 hour. And you can see really clearly, this is our swing point. Okay. This is our swing point. And we also have a swing here as well too. And within this area, we've also held as resistance as well. So looking for a pullback, or on the lower time frame, if we're going to buy, what we're going to do is we're going to look for an opportunity to take a short right off of this zone if we have entry confirmation. So right within the zone, right about here at 167, I would say 80 or so, watch that zone. Okay. So that is your 8 hour resistance, and this is your 8 hour support right within this area. So guys, that is your analysis going into the week. Now, Britain now has a new prime minister, so we want to be watching closely to what he is doing, the decisions that he's making, how he's performing, what he's speaking, because someone commented about GBP and ZD, and I know that thing moved drastically last week. So you want to be paying attention to fundamentals and seeing what the market is doing. What are these key leaders saying? Because things could change. So fundamentals can change our technical outlook, and that's why you really have to also incorporate fundamental analysis into your trading. So I hope that you found this analysis helpful. Comment below your thoughts. What is your bias on GJ? How are you going to be trading it? Do you agree with this analysis? And yeah, also, I'm just curious to know, are you guys interested in trading live with us? We trade daily live with our students Tuesday through Thursday, but I will go live on YouTube if I start to see that you are interested in that. So comment below and let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next training video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's have a blue week.